Hello, good afternoon. I think still most of the audience is from Turkish origin, but we have some others, so I would prefer to speak in English this afternoon. Let me organization at the consulate, the young people, and not many of them showed up because of the weather probably. But I congratulate you on a Sunday. You are here and ready to listen to this interesting topic and the panel. From the names I have seen, you have a good selection of experts that are quite known in their areas, and you'll get the best of the information from the best of the experts. So I think it's going to be a great conference. Of course, the topic is quite relevant. I see three titles: identity, politics, and the AI. AI has become a very common issue now. It's almost like we are waking up with the AI and sleeping with it. But the reality, the phenomenon itself is quite large, and it is expanding. And it covers almost every area in our life. And probably it's going to become a life, either a lifesaver or a life killer. But it is actually in our hands to make the better use of it. And of course, it has relevance in the case of our lives, especially in the politics as well. And I think it goes through from the information, which is also in the name of the organization. Because information is the most important tool that is actually orienting, steering our life, and especially politics. Whoever commands information also commands politics in this age. And if you are just a receiver of information, probably you might be misguided and you may go to the wrong addresses, and you may not continue your existence in political life. So it is important that you also provide and you also produce information by being productive, actually, working on the field, creating ideas. AI itself is a good tool, but it is still the human mind, and the human mind should be the master of everything. And if we want to be effective in the politics, especially, we should be commanding it, and we should be also commanding the information. And what is important is, of course, the creating the correct information. What they call fake news is almost everywhere, and it is actually being used as propaganda, provoking public for wrong ideas, and they sometimes direct us to the wrong addresses and create conflict and confusion in our societies, which is usually unnecessary. Small issues sometimes look quite big in the social media, and that creates a lot of confusion and conflict among people. And I think the first target is usually the young people, because the young people have the energy and dynamism that can become quite successful. It could be productive, but they can also be quite destructive as well if they are misguided. So it's important to get the best of the information using the tools. We can verify information, for example, through the AI as well. But of course, still it's using the information at hand, and the information at hand, if that is a misguided information, that again could be used as a destructive tool. So it's important again to control the information and make the right case. And that's how we can also be more effective in politics. What I always advise when I meet Turkish community, especially because I attend quite a lot of meetings in the Netherlands, most of the time we always see some familiar faces, but we hardly see the young people around. And that is an issue, and everybody accepts that reality. So it's also our responsibility, people my age and more senior people, to bring in the young people, and we should involve them in our organization. That is actually how they did it today. That's quite good, to make the young people responsible, take charge and take responsibility, and organize events and take it to wherever necessary and whatever they feel interested. So we should give the responsibility, and we should trust them in fulfilling these tasks. So it's important to trust them, and I think if we do that as older generation, then we might be more secure in our future, because our young people will also be successful in their careers and will help us. And in the Netherlands and in every country, generally the participation of young people in politics is not very high, but this should increase. And maybe the politics is not the most interesting thing these days, but it is for everybody. Politics includes every part of life, and it actually defines our life. So if the young people would like to control their life, they should also get involved and make their voices heard. So whatever necessary should be done to encourage them to be in this political life and give them responsibilities and tasks. And again, as the older generation, we should trust them. Then trust could also create more cooperation and collaboration and more achievements. So thank you for the organization today. And as they said, I may not be staying too long. I have to leave for another event for the young people today. So that's back to back. But I wish all the panelists the best, and you have a good, fruitful discussion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Burak, for valuable words. Then I will want to start the formal event. I want to give the...
En hoeveel van jullie vinden dat het tijd is om met elkaar de verbinding aan te gaan? Steek je hand op. En daarmee ook dus de moeilijke gesprekken te voeren. Goedemiddag allemaal. Wij willen jullie namens tcid van harte welkom heten op dit event. Het is me een genoegen om hier allemaal jonge professionals, maar ook eigenlijk ambitieuze mensen hier voor me te zien. Professionals, jonge mensen, iets oudere mensen. Fijn dat jullie er allemaal zijn. En wij willen starten met een anekdote. Want tcid klinkt voor sommige mensen nog van wat zondert ons nou uit? Daar hadden we met Emre een gesprek over. En het ging over het volgende. We zijn een Nederlands-Turkse organisatie, maar we hebben een inclusieve visie. Dat zondert ons uit. Zoals jullie weten heten wij Turks Centrum voor Informatie en Documentatie. Maar wij laten ons niet alleen door 2 culturen beperken. Want ieder mag er zijn. Iedereen, elke cultuur is welkom. En we vergeten onze eigen roots niet. Want als je jezelf uit het oog verliest, dan weten we dat de consequentie is dat je niet met de ander kan verbinden. Dus blijf vooral dicht bij jezelf en je eigen roots. Maar heb ook oog voor de ander. Ik vond soms angst. Ongemakkelijke gevoelens, de nieuwe technologie. En tegelijkertijd, wat betekent dat voor onze toekomst? En hoe zorgen wij ervoor, als niet-westerse mensen, hoe we meedraaien in deze technologie? En dat onze stem keer op keer gehoord blijft. Precies. Dus ga uit je comfortzone, leer iemand kennen die je nog niet kent. En natuurlijk verbinden met elkaar. Dan gaan we door.
Oké, dankjewel Semja Noor voor deze mooie woorden. Voordat we echt helemaal het programma ook nog door gaan nemen, wil ik Mustafa Özcan, een van de oprichters.
Jonge geesten. Ik wil iedereen van harte bedanken dat jullie hier mooie zonnige dag toch hier willen aanwezig zijn. De stichting heeft ruim 5 jaar geleden samen met mijn vriend Dennis Köker hebben we dus vragen gesteld van waar gaan we heen? Waarom worden we ook niet gezien in deze maatschappij? En dat willen we dus ook de vraag aan de professionals stellen. Dat hebben we ook gedaan. Ruim 4 jaar geleden hebben we dus advocaten, medische en academische hebben we gevraagd van hoe kunnen we zorgen dat etnische mensen gezien worden, dat ze dus hierbij horen, en dat willen we dus verder ontwikkelen en laten zien dat wij een onderdeel zijn van deze maatschappij. En dat hebben we dus ook 4, 5 keer gevraagd aan de professionals. Die hebben gezegd van nou, huidige NGO's of de maatschappelijke organisaties voldoet niet aan deze tijd, en dat willen we dus versnellen. En techniek gaat sneller dan wij. De AI, yapay zeka Turks dan, maar die verandert sneller dan wat wij zitten te denken. Dus we hebben geen tijd en we willen ook onze vlag verder geven, zodat de jongeren verder nemen, want strakjes kunnen zij verder met het AI of wat nodig is, onze wortelen in deze maatschappij. Ik wil iedereen bedanken, korter houden, welkom, wens ik iedereen, vraag het alsjeblieft de jongeren wat je in je hart zit, wat je in je hoofd zit, dan kunnen we antwoord geven. Misschien hebben we niet gelijk een antwoord, maar in ieder geval is de vraag gesteld en daar kunnen we mee denken. Dankjewel.
Yes, dan waren alle bedankwoordjes. Dankjewel iedereen.
Stel vragen aan elkaar. Netwerk actief met elkaar. En heb plezier.
Yes. Oké, dan wil ik eerst even de quiz doen. Iedereen doe even je telefoon aan, waar je net hebt aangemeld op de QR-code. Gaan we even snel doen.
Ben Türk Bilgilendirme ve Dokümasyon Vakfı'nın başkanıyım. Mustafa Özcan. 5 sene evvel bu vakfı arkadaşım hukukçu avukatımız Deniz Köker'le beraber Türklerin Hollanda'daki toplumsal olarak yerini hak ettiği yere gelmediğini düşünüp ne yapabiliriz diye düşünürken farkına vardık ki eğitimli insanlarla bu ülkede doğru hamleleri yaparsak hak ettiğimiz yere geleceğimizi düşündük ve bunu tabii kendi düşüncemizin yanı sıra gerçekten böyle midir diye avukatlarımıza, ondan sonra sağlık sektöründe çalışan doktor ve sağlık çalışanlarımıza, akademisyenlerimize ve onların devamında kadınlarımıza sorduk. Bugün de gençlerimizle bir aradayız. Vakfın amacı Türklerin buradaki Hollanda'daki bilhassa hak ettiği yere gelmesi, yanlış bilgileri hakkımızda bizim dışımızda konuşanlara konuşturmaya, bizimle beraber konuşulmasını arzuladığımız. Tabii Türk deyince 3000'e yakın STK'mızın olduğu ama gel gelelim herkes kendi işini yaparken toplumsalda müşterekte birleşemediğimiz için bu vakfı kurduk. Onlarla beraber müşterekte hareket etmek istiyoruz. Bugün yaptığımız faaliyette gençlerimize yönelik, çünkü niyetinde biz burada kalıcı bir toplumuz, bir azınlığız. Bu azınlık haklarımızı da bu devlette kabul ettirmek istiyoruz ve bunu da yaptıracaklar gençlerdir. Bizler bugün varız, yarın olmayacağız ama bu bayrağı onlara alıp ve onun için en çok temelde hedeflediğimiz kitle de bu gençlerdir, eğitimli gençlerimizdir. Bu ülkede bireysel başarılar yapıyoruz ama bizim derdimiz bireysel değil, toplumsal sorunlarda müşterekte birleşip beraber hareket etmesidir.
Yapay zekayı da konu aldınız. Bununla ilgili
Yine bahsettiğimiz hedef kitlemiz gençler ya. Çağ o kadar hızlı ilerliyor ki yapay zeka bizim hepimizin hayatına girmiş bir enstrüman ve bu enstrümanı iyi bir şekilde bugün bize ne ifade ediyor, yarın ne ifade edecek ve bununla en iyi şekilde kullanmayı anlatacak 2 tane profesörümüz geldi sağ olsunlar. Burada o konuyla bugünü, yarını ve yarından sonrasını anlatacak. Gençlerimiz de zaten aldıkları eğitimlerde bazen eğitimlerin aldıkları eğitimler bugün güncelliğini yitirmiş olabilecek bu yapay zekanın verdiği. Onun için bugünkü konumuz yapay zeka artı karar alıcı dediğimiz siyasilerimizin hangi alanlarda faaliyet gösterdiğini burada anlatıp gençlerimizi o yönde yönlendirip onların da siyasette karar alıcılarla beraber olmaların, sadece oy verme değil kardeşim, karar alıcı da sen olmalısın ya da etkileyici olman lazım. Yine bu gençler yapacak. Onun için bugünkü programımız böyle bir 2 konuyu ağırlıklı tanıtmak istedik ve onları da motive ederek bu sıcak günde bile sağ olsunlar 160'a yakın misafirimiz var. Onlarla da bugün bu işleyip ve devam edeceğiz. Kasım'da nasip olursa 60 yıldır Türklerin sosyolojisiyle ilgili bir programımız var. Ne yaptık bu zamana kadar ve yarın ne yapmalıyız? Vizyonumuzu ve misyonumuzu, nereye gitmemiz gerektiğiyle ilgili programımız olacak. Şimdiden duyurmak istedim. Biz teşekkür ederiz.